Welcome to today's video. I'm the Hooded Lid, and today I have some new products to talk about. They're new products to me. They're not new products to the market, but I really love them. I tried them on, okay? And I have some conclusions, but one of the things I concluded is this is the fastest face I've done in a really long time. And oftentimes when you do a fast face, it's like, okay, I can get out of the house, but it's not necessarily really pretty. And when I did this earlier, a couple of days ago, it looked really pretty. So fingers crossed I'm not making a fool out of myself and it's going to look really pretty again today. The star of today's show is Westman Atelier. This is a line by Gucci Westman. You probably know she's a professional makeup artist. She's been doing makeup for 20 years. She was trained in France. She's done runway. She's done editorial. She does a lot of celebrity work, so celebrity editorial and celebrity for red carpet and probably for nice dinners that they want to look good for. They call her up and say, hey, can you slap on some foundation? Who knows? She also has a YouTube channel where she either goes to the homes or they go to her homes with some of these celebrities, and she does their makeup with her makeup line. And that's kind of fun to watch. It's intimate. It's kind of like watching Girlfriends, and then it's also kind of depressing to watch because it's so incredibly unattainable on every level. But that's not what we're here to talk about. I'm just giving you some background. So she started, I believe, with foundation and blush, and that's where I'm going to start. But she also has 3 highlighters. She has a bronzer, powder. She has a contour cream. She has a lip compact, the kind where you mix different colors together, and it is compelling. It really is, but it looks a little too dark for me. And I think she just came out with some mascaras, and she came out with eye pods. I didn't get the pods because I want to start at the beginning, and so I am. I've done my skincare, I've done my sunscreen, my favorite sunscreen that never is fussy, and I'm going to put it on similar to the way she does. So I got the color 3 in the foundation. By the way, let's talk about this packaging. It's beautiful. It's magnetic, which can be a problem because the magnet is really, really strong. Make sure you're aligned really well before you do this. Otherwise, you're gonna gash into it, which I have. But this is like a milkshake strawberry pink to me. Not the kind you buy at In-N-Out, but the kind you make at home. If you've never made a strawberry shake or a strawberry smoothie, it kind of has this color to it, and it feels like a stone. So it's not shiny, it's not matte, it's just so elegant. Same for the blush, but it is in gray, so it's really like a stone. Incredibly elegant, I'm sorry. Also, and this is in Petal. So she usually takes her brush and takes the foundation like so. I am just gonna put it all over my face. And the 2 times I did this, I think one was at night because, you know, I get it and I have to try it because I really was looking forward to it. And it looked like a good match. And the other one, I think it was a little cloudy, just a teeniest bit. So this will be interesting to see, but I thought both times I put it on that it was a really, really, really good match to me. So much so that I was near tears because foundation is tough for me. I'm working on my new camera today, and it's so weird because there's a focus box around the face all the time. You can't move it, and it's just so distracting to look up and see that box. I really can't see anything else. And I think if I got a monitor, I would still see that box. So I really have no idea what you're seeing, you guys. But I'm hopeful that I'm in focus because this has autofocus. Look how freaking nice this is. I'm going to pull you in just a little bit. And one thing, she doesn't have a concealer and she just does this under the eyes. That does not work for me. it actually creases and it goes into the trough and that whole spiel, so I'm going to have to put on my own concealer. Your mileage may vary, but if you have difficulty under your eye like I do, this product just doesn't suit the under eye. But if you don't have a trough, if you don't have challenges under your eyes, it might work really well. So to me, I feel like I've just evened out my skin tone, but it looks so natural. I'm a little bit shiny. I could have waited a little longer for my sunscreen to sink in, but I was super excited to do this and super excited to work with my new camera, which I'm still trying to figure out. So the undertone, according to their website, of this is golden. So I'm a medium, and in this depth of color, your choices are peach or golden. But I don't feel like it's incredibly yellow like so many other products. There. It's not full coverage, but it's super beautiful, and I think it's a really nice shade for me. Let's go into Petal, and I'm going to do the same thing. Now, I'm going to use my fingers because that's the way I like to do cream blush. I may have overdone it. Let's see. Nope. When I bought this, I was a little concerned it might be too close to my Ilia Dreamer. They didn't have a lot of choices that I thought would work for me, so I want to swatch for you the Dreamer. This is the Dreamer. I don't think it's called the Dreamer, I think it's just Dreamer. And this is Petal, and I hope you can see that the Petal is quite a bit more pink than the Dreamer. Dreamer is almost, it's not quite orangey. It's so funny, I really don't know how to describe it, but there is orange in here, but it's not necessarily orange. It's almost bronzer blush. Dreamer, Petal. And Petal, I think, suits me really nicely. I'm definitely going to have to be powdering the face. All right, now I am just going to do my own situation under the eyes. This is my Laura Mercier, which is a little light. So I start with her in the depths of hell, and then I'll go a little bit darker with the Power Fabric from Giorgio Armani. I just don't want that lightness on top of my puffiness. And I am doing the Pat McGrath brush, which is a new acquisition for me. I have to say I've used this a couple of times, and it's alright if you have the money to spend, but the one I have, not from Echo Tools, but I can't remember the name of the brand, those two sisters, I will show it to you in a minute. These two I got in the drugstore for maybe 15 bucks. You know what it is, I just can't remember. But this I use under my eyes, and I like it because it's small enough to get in there. It's got an angle very similar to this, really, except for this one's huge. Going in with a sponge would be good. I'm going to get this wet. I'll be right back. I'm back. I've decided Dreamer, kind of terracotta. And let's just blend this in proper. Now, if you saw my haul video, you saw that I got this product from NARS. This is their primer for eyes in dark. And I bought it purposefully because Hindash, who is here on YouTube, also a makeup artist, did a look, I don't know, a long time ago, and he mixed this with a very bright color. I think, well, we'll see, because I've ordered it. It's by Danessa Myricks or Vanessa Knight. Yeah, I think it's Danessa Myricks. Mixed them together and put them on the eye, and I thought it was so stunning. So I ordered both. And I thought, what am I going to do with this otherwise? Because I can't really use it as a primer. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to use it as an eyeshadow. And it's fabulous. Just do one side at a time. And You could do it with a synthetic brush. I'm going to do it with my fingers just to keep everything really kind of simple today. And when I get up here, just fade it out. And it just warms everything out, helps to give me some shade, gives my eyes a little bit depth, recedes the hood a little bit. It's friggin' perfect. I'm sure somebody has done this before, but I've never seen anyone do it before. I'm going to go on to mascara before I go on to lips, but because I have so much color in my lips, I'm actually perfectly fine not. But I want to show you the petal on the lips. I got the Milk. This is massive. It is like a weapon. It's so heavy and so crazy. And I kind of don't get it, because if you're carrying this in your purse, it's adding a lot of weight. Another new product. I got the By Terry Hyaluronic Powder in Rosy Light. I've been using the white one for years, and a little goes a long way. I have bought a backup on that a couple of years ago, and I still haven't opened it. The Rosy Light, this is different. I get a lot more product out of this one than I do out of mine. No deal, no biggie. Just, I think they changed the packaging. I mean, I never get that much off. So I'm going to use this to do some powdering under the eyes. You really need this with the Milk mascara because it has a tendency to get under the eyes. And because I have so much shine, it's interesting. I hadn't tried this foundation with this sunscreen. I definitely want to do a little powdering on the face. If you have oily skin, I don't know that you will like this foundation. But there's some great ingredients in here, which I probably should have read to you. But sometimes I feel when I get too prepared, I sound a little bit like a newscaster instead of myself. So I didn't get notes on this one. But I remember reading it thinking, oh, there's some good ingredients in here. And she does try to be as clean as possible, but if something that is synthetic or dimethicone or whatever helps to make it better, she will go with the aesthetic rather than being a diehard about being green. But she does want to be green. She wants things to be good for your skin and good for the earth and good for her. But you can probably do this with a lip brush. It has this kind of watery feeling on it. Not emollient, a little emollient, but when you put it on, it feels a little bit like a burst of water. It's very nice. This is lighter than I would normally do. This is kind of a little outside my wheelhouse. So just a little bit of a brownish, nudish liner to make it a teeny bit more neutral for me. And I'm just slapping it on. I'm not being precise. And that helps it for me. And that, my friends, is it. I didn't even do my brows. I guess I could brush them. Let's brush the brows. Voila! I think this is so pretty and so easy and so fast. If I wasn't talking to you, you know, maybe I could have trimmed a couple of minutes off of it. But I love it. I love the color for me. I love the way it feels on my face. It has an emollience to it. So I did do all my skincare, and then I did my sunscreen, which is moisturizing, and then I put this on, and I only waited about 10 minutes for my sunscreen, maybe less. I could have waited more, but I do feel an emollient to this. So if you have drier skin, I think you're going to love this. I think if you have oily skin, it's going to be hard for you, but it depends. If you prime it with a mattifying primer, it might act as a barrier between all the moisturizers in here. But for me, I just love it. I love it. And there you have it. So here are new products. Yeah. Some new products, new powder, new foundation, new blush, also used on the lips. primer used as eyeshadow, the Milk. So it's kind of a try-on haul, but really the star is here. And that's going to wrap it up for me, you guys. Thank you so much for spending a few minutes with me. I hope it was helpful to you, and I hope you come back again. Until we meet again, stay safe and smart, and I'm wishing you good health.